Hi folks, this is Wemette coming to you again with another bedtime story, and tonight I'm going to talk about Irwin Weiner. Irwin Weiner, I first met the very first day I met everybody down in American Bonding. He was quite an individual. Aside from having his own 747, which he shared with Tony, when they flew, 707, which they flew out to Deming, New Mexico, and they flew to Las Vegas. And that's because they'd taken the loan from the Teamsters, Jimmy Hoffa, for Circus. But Irv was an interesting character. He was a great earner for the mob. That plant on Deming, New Mexico was foreclosed on by the Teamsters, and they picked it up, and it was a pail company, plastic pail company. They tried to launder the money through there. That didn't work out, so they went into several other businesses in Chicago. One was Winning World, and they were making these hot dog wagons where they'd go around and sell hot dogs on them and lease them out and sell the wagons themselves. But other than that, Irv had another scam going that was really neat. He had welfare clinics all over Chicago, and he had all these doctors working for him. And Irv never asked me for anything. He always did nice things for me. But one of the nice things he did for me was he collected some money for me that people owed me. Irv just went along with me and said, "Who owes you?" And I told him, and he said, "Let's stop." And he'd take him in the back row and talk to him. And one guy, it's in my book about it, one guy gave him a hard time, and Irv pulled out a Sunburst 38 that he had. Irv wasn't playing around. Irv was a very rough guy. I was very just kind of surprised that when Irwin Weiner was involved in the murder of Alan Dorfman. It was a setup job. He was on the inside, and nobody could ever prove it. I think the only time anybody really got seriously close to Irv was the time when he had to go before a Senate committee and talk about the Kennedy assassination of Jack Ruby and his relationship with Jack Ruby and Jack Ruby's brother. And it's very easy to say, I don't recall taking the Fifth Amendment. And Irv was pretty sharp. He was a good bail bondsman. He spent a lot of time down in Cuba. We talked about Cuba. He knew quite a bit about it. But at any rate, other than that, Irv was a very unique person in the sense that he actually, with Milwaukee Phil and Lombardo, got together with the Andy Seaford, the fiberglass company. But Irv was kind of a dramatic person in the sense that he's the only person that I've ever seen in my entire life that had monogrammed glasses. They were etched, his initials were etched into the glasses up in the right-hand corner of the lens. And I thought that was kind of neat. But he was a classy man in many ways. Very quiet, easygoing. I never heard the guy raise his voice. He didn't have to. And he had a lot of people backing him up. But all those people backing him up were people that were stone murderers. I don't think Irv actually did any murders, any homicides. Irv was an earner. He was muscle too. I mean, he could take care of himself, but it wasn't necessary. He had a lot of people backing him up. So anyway, this is another Red's Bedtime story, and if you're interested in my book, it's available at redwemette.com, REDWEMETTE.com, and that's an autographed copy. If you buy it from redwemette.com, I'll send you an autographed copy. If you tell me to, tell me what to put in it, it'll be a personalized autographed copy, where I actually make it out to your name. But you can also buy it on Amazon, or you can order it through Barnes & Noble. But anyway, folks, that's my bedtime story for tonight. And thank you, and God bless you, and have a good weekend.